Hey guys, my name is Crystal Olisa. Thank you so much for dropping by. Be sure to subscribe for more great content. I thought it's very important for me to at least speak in this video versus just like showing you the different clips that I've been putting together over these past few weeks, because I know the uploads have been a bit sporadic and I am very sorry about that. But work has gotten a little bit crazy. Then I had a performance review and I had to go through everything that I've done over the past year and basically justify myself. So yeah, I had to put all of my energies towards that. So whenever I had a chance to upload a video, I did upload a video, but I didn't want this video to just go up like business as usual. I wanted to apologize for being so sporadic and to let you know that I have been working on a lot of things behind the scenes. So like my black pantry is completely done. So at least when I got a second to do something, I was doing something. So this particular video has been shot over the past 3 weeks. So I've been working on one-off projects that individually don't really make up a full video, but I have compiled them all in this one video to show you guys. So hopefully you enjoy it. We are doing some basic projects. They're not like really big projects, but they are the type of projects that help with like quality of life issues and like just things to keep me sane basically. So I have gotten a tarp and covered the back area so that I can have my maximum privacy, because I am all about that, and that has just made me so much more comfortable in this home. Like I feel like I can just walk around and not be like worrying who has access, like who is seeing into my house, you know. Also, it has enabled me to create a little seating spot at the back, which has been so good for my mental health. I'm able to just like go outside and like sit in the sun, get some fresh air, really like just decompress and relax and not be worried that someone's gonna come outside and like see me, or someone will feel uncomfortable coming outside in their own home because someone else is like out there. Like it's just been, just not having that privacy has not been working for me. So I'm really glad to have it up there. So at least the drain will be working now, right? It doesn't seem blocked.
No, it's okay.
It's okay. So. And I do have a video coming up on like the splurge versus save aspects of this home reno that I'm going for, because initially the reason I've waited so long to get that tarp done is because I had wanted to get the green thing to like cover all the way, but then that would be a much more expensive endeavor versus the tarp, which was literally 900 shillings. So yeah, little things like those are going to be covered in a different video, but in this video we're talking about the tarp. Because the tarp was done, I was like, might as well get the cement done at the back as well, because I have been wanting to pour it for a while. So it's not done exactly the way I had wanted it, but for now there are no more snails, thank God. So I have the gardeners working at the front and they're about to come to the back, so I thought I'd come and give you a close-up before they do. This place is full of so many snails. I need to find a permanent solution to that. All these white lines you're seeing on the ground is like the paths that they have been walking on. Sometimes I literally try to come outside here and I cannot step anywhere because I'll step on a snail. It's actually quite disgusting. So I'm hoping getting rid of these plants will help with that. Fingers crossed. And then I shall pour some fumigation stuff that I have back here, and then we shall hopefully have them all gone, because I actually keep meeting them like here in this corner, or like climbing up this cabinet, or like in my sink, and it's disgusting. It's gone too far down. No more snails, so I don't have to salt my doors. No more plants growing out of the exposed soil at the bottom. Like everything is just really working out. I am finding a couple of worms making their way into my house, but other than that, I feel like worms versus snails is still better. But even then, I don't really know where they're coming from, but I think they're just like stragglers that are now dead, because I found 2 and I haven't found any since, so I'm optimistic. But yeah, getting that tarp done has at least made me be able to create the seating area, so I'm really happy with that. So I'm showing you the tarp through my kitchen door with everything closed, because I don't want to go outside and like have it be like I'm talking shit about my neighbors. I don't want them to feel that way. And yet I kind of like low-key have every right to, because they do. I remember back in the day when I used to live here with my mom, they would like throw their cigarette butts down here and like throw papers down here, and it's like, how disrespectful can you be, you know? So management did have a talk with them about that, and they've never done it again until recently. I found a dead plant that they had uprooted down here in my compound. So that is kind of what spurred me on to be like, you know what, it's not worth waiting until I can have all those green things that I have on the gate, because each of them is like 4,000 a pop, and I feel like I'd need like 5 or 6. So instead of waiting until I have that so that I can get the greenery perfectly like blocking out the fence for privacy, and then even then the greenery is still a bit see-through, so that was a concern. So I decided to just close my eyes, pull the trigger, get a tarp. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but I do have my privacy, and that is what I value above all else. So I am really excited, and I can finally like comfortably have my seating out here. So I'm just gonna go out and show this to you because I'm so happy. So that's what my neighbors had done with the metal sheets, but I didn't really want to go that route because it is a bit more expensive. It's a lot more expensive, because I think that was about 22,000. This entire sheet thing cost me 900 shillings, so I think it's worth it for now. And you can see it is completely sealed off. Privacy that I feel just walking in my compound is amazing. And also because I do sort of have plans for this back area, so I'm really excited to have it be all clear and like cleaned up. And then we did also fix the broken cement on this section, so that is also very exciting. Everything is like smooth and perfectly level and like usable, and I'm just really happy. Even this hole was blocked off because the metal thing that was here before had completely broken or degraded or something, and even the drain was blocked because of that, so everything has been cleared up. I'm not going to open that because this is gross and unnecessary. But yeah, this is all clear and clean. They swept. My buckets are all living in this section, so I'm okay with that. And now I can bring back my chair once the cement dries. So yeah, it rained last night. You can't even see, I'm so sorry. It rained last night, so in that section that has way too much sun, you can see here there's a puddle of water, so I should probably be getting rid of that so this thing dries properly. But I'm really happy that we're able to cement everything. Even my drain here was fixed, so that is very cool. So the other thing I was really hoping we could get done yesterday was putting in the sink and the tap into this section here with the wood and everything. But the more we looked at it, the more we realized that it's better if I just rip everything off, because these drawers don't go all the way to the back, so they definitely 100% have to go. I do want to put drawers here, and then we can even raise it a little bit, not too much. Not as much as I had initially wanted, just because I realized I'll be cooking here and I don't want to be cooking at eye level, you know? So, yeah, the pieces of wood here are rotten, so instead of wasting time and money like replacing this, only to have to replace everything, it's just better if I just bite the bullet and like rip everything out, because even in here there's some cement that needs to be fixed. There's a whole thing at the back that needs to be patched, so there's a lot of work. There's a lot of plumbing work, there's a lot of like technical work. So I was very disappointed that we couldn't handle this yesterday, but I think I will just switch focus to painting and cleaning this section, painting the wall, and then when they come to rip all of this up, I'll finally have a go ahead to change the style. So it's just like step by step, you know. Also in this video, we're finally tackling the front fence, at least partially. So we did find this green mesh thing at the back here, and instead of putting up a tarp, we thought it would be better to put that up at the front, just so there's a bit more privacy with the fence, and then the green things can go into the fence. So I am going to be gradually buying more and like filling in the different gaps that you're seeing, but then at least this is a start. So I had wanted the fence to be folded into itself, and I don't quite think the people who I got to do it know what they were doing. Like it's a bit of a hot mess, but at the same time all the green is pushed back and not trimmed, so I'm really happy about that. At least it'll be growing downwards if nothing else. I removed this. It's made 6 pieces, one of which is here, but it's not completely blocking it out, so other solutions are being looked into. The folding so far. Then visibility will be completely gone, because with the green thing there are some gaps, so you can't still see through each other's fences. Like I was looking at the fence the other day and I could see right through, not just to my neighbor's compound, but like their neighbor's compound, and that's just such an invasion of privacy. So yeah, I'm really excited to continue to build up on that. So that is an area where I'm splurging, because it is at the front of the house and it's sort of the thing that welcomes you in. But at the back I decided to just save and use a tarp and just like get it done, you know. So we'll remove this curtain box and the other curtain box. Though now we'll talk about the dining table, because I realized I don't think I want to use these as legs. So I don't know if the other option that I have will work. Okay, you'll hear me talking to the carpenter about using the curtain boxes as legs for the dining table, because that was initially my thinking and my plan, but that's completely evolved, and I'm so excited to show you what I've done with the dining table, because that is the current project I'm working on right now. So I opted out of that, but I still wanted the curtain box gone. So when they came to do the fence, they also tackled the curtain box in the guest bedroom and in the kitchen, because that kitchen one has been irking me for a minute, and I am so happy it's gone. Even though I have to patch the wall, I feel like I can continue with the painting, because now that big obstructive dirty thing isn't just like in my way mocking me. Yeah, really glad the kitchen curtain box is gone. The bedroom one, initially I was going to put the curtain rod right above the window, just because I don't have curtains that long, and curtains that long are going to be a little bit more pricey than I would prefer. But I'm really glad I ended up going with it all the way to the ceiling. I feel like it does actually raise your eye all the way up, and it's just the coolest thing. So this is where we're at with the guest bedroom, and initially I was perfectly happy just leaving it like this, but then I realized that this sheer that I've been using in the master bedroom can actually reach from all the way up there with the curtain rod until just under the windows. So it's not the ideal like final curtain situation, but at least for now, while I potentially have guests in this room, I do want them to be a bit more comfortable. And even though I have worked on getting the fence to have like a bit more privacy for them, I get if people are still not just willing to have the curtain all the way open in order for them to have some light in this room. And when my grandparents were here, they would keep the curtains closed and like have to use a light, which I personally really hate artificial light, like natural light any day. So I have brought this sheer to attach the curtain rod myself, because I did not think of this when the guys were still here with their ladder, and they would have happily put this up for me. But I do think, actually, I've just noticed this thing has hooks, and this thing still has its hookers, its hooklings, is that what they're called? Yeah, so it should actually make it a bit easier, because I was planning to just remove the whole rod, run this thing right through it, and then actually, I think I still might do that, because those hooks don't seem to be enough to give me the hold that I want, and I don't want it to pop off as it's being like closed and opened, in case someone ends up doing that. So I actually have just tested this out. I put this rail thing over that rail thing, and the length was good. Like the length that I measured was correct. So yeah, I think I will actually just slide it all the way in for the sake of permanence, and then this room will actually like have made quite a bit of progress. So this is the curtain up, and actually the curtain concern almost made me move the rod right above the window instead of all the way up, but I do want this room to feel ridiculously grand, so I'm willing to invest in ridiculously long curtains for that. But the effect is kind of being killed by the curtain ending here. So it's very bright outside, which is why you're not really seeing it, and if I reduce the brightness, then you can't really see the rest of the room. So yeah, the effect is kind of being killed by the curtains ending right here, but once I sweep all the way to the floor, then everything will be perfect. Also, side note, I'm so glad I didn't sell this wicker shelf thing, because it's really helping me like reach unreachable parts of this house basically. So I actually really did think that I'd have to wait for those guys to come for me to be able to change out this curtain, but I just got it done in like 5 minutes, so pretty happy with this. And yes, the curtain is making this room just a little bit darker, but also it's not the brightest sunniest day, and you can still see there's more than enough light coming in here. And I love that it's still like transparent, so I actually can see the greenery outside just a little bit. So I feel like even with the minor less light cons, it's still definitely worth it. And also having this sheer here stops me from having to patch the wall like immediately, right? So I am pretty happy with this result. So without showing you the actual room that is chaos and in the middle of being cleaned right now, I just wanted to show you the difference that taking away the shears has made in the master. Look at all this sunshine that I am getting. Very exciting all the way here. So yeah, getting that black tarp out here was definitely a worthwhile investment, because with that privacy, then I feel comfortable like leaving my master all the way exposed. So it's after shooting this clip that I realized that I can actually fit the original curtain that was in the sitting room. I realized I hadn't actually put it anywhere, so I just came across it one day and I was like, oh my gosh, this can go in my bedroom. So instead of having direct sunlight like wake me up in the morning, I like to wake up a bit slower than that. So having the super opaque curtain here, initially it didn't work, because I would have it here, but then when I open opened it up for sunlight, I would have like a direct line of sight into the master bedroom of the other house, right? But now with a black tarp, everything is like, there's so much privacy that I can fully open up my curtain without having a sheer and still not really be worried about anything, you know? So yeah, I'm really, really happy about the little changes that I've done. This is the same sort of as like arranging the master bedroom and like mounting the TV, you know, just little things that separately may not seem like a lot, but all together they actually help with the functionality of this house. They help me be able to like work better in the space and like sort of feel like I'm settling in, you know? So I'm really, really happy with the little changes. I hope you found this video interesting. Again, I'm sorry I've been so sporadic, but I promise you I am back and I'm really excited. Now I feel a bit more relaxed. I feel a bit more in the right headspace to do those projects. So I'm really excited for you to see, because I bought a drill. Like, who am I? I bought a drill. Finally, I've been singing about it for like a year. Finally pulled the trigger and bought it. I yesterday actually went and got the wood for the dining table so that I can actually like put it together and show you guys. So I think my approach with this channel is more quality than quantity. So I'd hate to put out a video just for the sake of putting out a video, but the few videos that do end up happening, because I've realized I'm pretty consistently doing 3 videos a month, which is, when you think about it, 3 videos in 30 days is ridiculous. But then I have to actually do projects to like bring them to you, so I need to complete those projects. So yeah, I prefer quality over quantity. So I'm hoping that we're on the same page about that, so that you don't mind when Crystal disappears a little bit and then like comes up with a Monday video, because the video is ready and I was late with it, but then like might as well post it, you know? So I'm also thinking of changing the posting day, but then I feel like we've been changing it so much, I don't really want to do that. Anyway, yeah, just all of this to say thank you for watching. I hope you found this video entertaining or inspiring. I hope it gave you ideas. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thumbs up if you enjoy it. Share it if you enjoyed it, because it would be great to like, you know, grow the family a little bit. But yeah, just thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.